Welcome, everyone, to this episode of the Bitesize Business School Videocast. And in this episode, I want to go over where I'm at with moving courses over to Bitesize Business School and the build out of the course infrastructure and how that's going since the last videocast. So, in the last videocast, I was looking at the different components I was going to buy to make all of this happen. And to kind of catch everyone up that maybe didn't see the last video cast, what I'm doing is moving courses from Udemy onto my own website so that I can have full control over the funnel, the sales funnel. Meaning, when someone comes to my site, I can capture their email. They can go through the purchase process. If I want to do an upsell at the end of the course purchase, I can do that. I can send them, they're on my email, so I can send them whatever kind of emails I want. I mean, obviously they're going to be related to that course, but I'm not restricted. So there's not the kind of restrictions that other marketplaces are going to put onto me. Those are not there. And the best part is I have full control over the profit share. So for me, it's virtually 100%. Just deduct the payment processor fees. So since last time, I purchased Digital Access Pass, which is going to be the back end that is my membership platform. And I also have purchased Vimeo, a pro account, and that's what I'm using for my videos. So if I go into the courses section, not all of the courses are on the platform right now, and Photoshop Accelerated is. And if I go there, I've created a sales page. This is the sales page. So I've got a video here, that's the promo video, and here's my sales page. And this is done with Optimized Press. So the entire Bitesize Business School website is now built out with Optimized Press, or at least most of it. Hopefully you won't run into any areas where it's not. And you can see here, I've got my offer, $97. The Buy Now button is powered by Stripe. So they go through Stripe when they're buying this, or they can click this link and go with PayPal. Now, I finished this the beginning of last week, and that includes the sales page and then the back end payment processing. And the way it went was I did the sales page first, and then I uploaded all the videos to Vimeo, and also during that time I was working on the membership site to make sure that the flow was correct for the customers coming in and the logic looked good. In other words, when you logged in, you could reach your course that you purchased. When you got onto your course homepage, all the lessons were there. It was easy to get to them, and then to go back to the main course page or go back to the main member area where you could edit your profile. So then I worked on payment processing, which took some time to make sure all of that worked well. So whenever someone buys a course, they're subscribed to a newsletter on that course. And if they're on a free newsletter, they're rolled off of it. I'll show how that works in a little bit. But basically, they are on a newsletter, and I get notifications of that. And when I want to do updates about the course, I can send them an email for just that course. And then it's a sequence, so they get a drip of emails to show them some tips about the course and just help them keep using the course and coming back to the membership website. And so that finished the beginning of last week, and by midweek, this course here, Photoshop Accelerated, was already getting sales. So far, everyone's been going through Stripe, which I really like, because PayPal can be finicky. If you get too many sales, they might end up locking your account because they think there's some maybe fraudulent activity going on or something like that. I don't really agree with what they do there. There's ways around that. But Stripe, you don't have that issue. Your velocity of transactions can certainly increase quite a bit, and there's no problem. So right now, it's pretty much payments are coming through Stripe, and that works really well. So this is the course page, and some of the people that are coming here, or not here, but some of the traffic is going to some free tutorials that I have on Bitesize Business School, and they can watch a tutorial there. They want to see the entire tutorial. There's a pop-up window, and I'm using play.io for that. So this pop-up window happens, and they have to sign up to see the rest of the tutorial, and that puts them on a free list for Photoshop and Illustrator. Once they sign up to the course, they're moved off of the free list and onto the Photoshop Accelerated member list. So that's how that part works. And again, these sales pages are using Optimized Press. For those that don't want to use something like Optimized Press, there's a nice alternative that has some great sales pages that do really well with conversions called Thrive Themes. And I'll leave a link to that so that you can check it out. And so I just want to talk about Vimeo. So all my videos are coming off of Vimeo, including the ones in the membership area. I've got a pro account, which is $199 a year. I did that because I get the player, I get really easy management of what I want to restrict. So if I want to just restrict it to my domain, bitesizebschool.com, I can do that, and that way other people can't take my videos and put them on another domain and use them. And I've got a lot of control over the player. They've got support. They've got really good support. So I get all of that versus if I were to go with what a lot of people do, Amazon S3. It's, I guess you could say, a little less structured and more time-consuming to deal with, and I don't want to do that. I want to choose tools that are going to be market-oriented, meaning they're for someone that maybe doesn't have as much technical skill, and they're also oriented towards marketing. So in other words, Optimized Press is a great example. It's not for someone that wants to get in there and get really technical with their themes and what they're doing with their themes and customizing their themes. It already has a lot of great drag and drop and click to add things to your themes and things that are sales oriented. So like this arrow, for example, that's just adding an element called arrow. And then you choose the kind of arrow and there it is. You don't have to worry about programming that in. This red banner, that's the same way. That's just a row. You change the color of the row. You don't have to go in there and it's not time consuming. You don't have to go in there and worry about doing all kind of customizations to make this kind of thing happen. So that's what I mean by market oriented. It's Optimized Press is built for marketers so that you get these sales pages that don't take you ages to create. So I really like that. This guarantee box, for example, is another thing. These arrows also are part of Optimized Press. So it's just click a button and add things. You don't have to worry about going off and finding this, for example, 100% money back guarantee image. This whole box here, you just type your text in and you get all this. There's a heading that's already bolded for you. Then there's this text here that I'm highlighting. You just type that text in and it sets it at this weight. You know, it's not bolded, so it sets it automatically for you. So it's all very quick, and it's meant to show, you know, credibility the way it's designed here. You know, it doesn't look amateurish. Thrive Themes is another alternative that can do things like this. They have some great converting sales pages, and I'll have a link to that in case anyone is interested to check that out. A link to a video actually that I go through and do a review of Thrive Themes. I've known about them for a while. I think they've got a great product, so I'm going to put that out there for other people that maybe want to use it. And I'll also link to Vimeo's Pro account, and I have an affiliate account with both of those. And what I try to do is keep in touch with any promos that I'm running. So just check these links, and if there's a promo, I try to include that, and you can check with me as well if you want to use my affiliate link to see if I do have any kind of latest promo for Vimeo, for Thrive Themes, or even for Optimized Press. I've got an affiliate account for them too. So that's where I'm at now. I've got one course up. I'm still doing some tinkering on the membership side to make sure navigation is good and everything like that, because I still have people emailing me asking how to do certain things. It's just things that I overlooked. So there's me going in and designing all this and thinking I've covered all the bases, but obviously there are so many variables, and everyone's membership site is not exactly the same, so there's little things that can get left out. And I'm kind of going through and making sure I've got all of that covered. But so far, it's going really well. And I'm working on some Facebook ads to drive more traffic, because I never did that with Udemy, for example. I never drove traffic to Udemy from Facebook, but I've diverted the channels I've been using to drive traffic from Udemy to Bitesize Business School. And that's one of the reasons why I was able to start getting sales so soon, because I already had a traffic source for my courses. Something else I'm going to be doing is working on design school. So I've got Bitesize Business School. These are the business-related courses, and there's going to be more coming. And what I'm going to do is put an area just for design-related courses, which are going to be these down here. So I've got, I'm going to have Photoshop, things like Illustrator. I've got responsive web design, basic web design, website optimization, and I'm going to create an area that will have these courses and the free videos that I put out around design, discussions around design, because that's a big part of what I spend my time doing, design. It's certainly an area that I spend a large amount of time, and I've got a big passion for, and I always have. So this is an area I'll continue creating courses. I just put up a course on Pluralsight for Jinja templating. That's a Python-based language and allows you to create templates. So I'm going to add that here. That's going to be part of design as well. So design school is going to be more than just web design and graphic design. It's going to be also some programming, because it's very likely I will also introduce some C# .NET related courses. I've got a lot of experience in that area, so that will be some courses that I'm going to add here as well. So the design school area is going to be growing, and the business school area will be growing also. And I'm going to try to keep a lot of this bite size, because that's the overall theme here. I don't want people to have to worry about spending weeks on these courses to learn something. So I'm going to take things and break them out into hopefully bite-sized courses that are fairly quick to go through, easy to master, and now you've got that great little block that you can add into your other blocks of foundation and keep building on those. And another course that I plan to do, which is probably going to be exclusive to Bitesize Business School, is building out courses on your site. So people that are already doing courses on marketplaces, maybe like Udemy or Skillfeed, or people that want to build a course. This course that I'm going to do is how to build a course, and it's going to start off, I believe, with how to create a technical course, because there are differences in creating a conceptual course, where maybe a conceptual course, for example, would be about how to live a stress-free life, okay, something like that. How to network with people. But these programming courses, you're usually, or graphic design courses, you usually have a screencast where you're recording yourself doing something in a program. And that's different than some of the more conceptual courses where it's more intangible content that you're talking about. So there's a lot of things I've learned about creating a production quality course. as I've gone through and created my own courses, and especially now that I'm involved with Pluralsight, they're extremely strict on what they do, and I've learned a lot of great tips that they use to make sure they create production quality courses. They're really thorough in what they do. Now, Udemy is pretty good too, but Pluralsight's just on a whole other level with course production quality. So what I want to do when I create this course, and because it's going to be about building a course out on your website, it's probably not something I can put up on Udemy, for example, because it's a competitor. They're going to kind of frown on that because I'm not talking about building a course on Udemy. I'm talking about putting it on your site. So I'm not sure how that will go, but it's likely to be exclusive to Bitesize Business School. And this course is going to go through, so it's going to start off with a lot of the concepts of what is important when you're drafting out this course and outlining this course. Then it's going to go into the infrastructure. So I'm going to talk about the tools I use specifically, which I've gotten to know really well now, and that I'm going to continue using. So these are going to be Optimized Press, DAP, which is Digital Access Pass, and Vimeo. Those 3 products there. And anyone that wants to get involved with building a course out and are okay with using those 3 products, then they'll have someone as well that can help them when it comes time to start building out their course and putting together these 3 components, marrying these 3 components into an infrastructure. So what I mean by that is I'll be available to help people kind of on a one-on-one. So as a purchaser of the course, I plan to offer an upsell for people that can then contact me and help them, one-on-one to figure out some things or look at some technical issues maybe that they're having getting their infrastructure up and running, because there's a lot of variables. So I may not cover every single thing in the course, but there's a lot that I should cover. But if anything's left out, that one-on-one is meant to help people fill in the gaps. So that's where I'm at now. I'm going to continue putting up my courses in popularity rank. And I know what that is based on how much they're watched on Udemy, for example. And I've gone through and pretty much done the same kind of guarantee as Udemy. So you get 100% money back guarantee within 30 days and you have lifetime access. But I'm able to offer more to my customers on Bitesize Business School than I can on Udemy. So I think it's a pretty good advantage. You can see here I've got the members area now where you can click, you can go to here and members log into that section. And that's pretty much it right now. I am going to be working on this here design school. I plan to create a logo for it, section it off into its own area, and kind of make more of a distinction between what I've got going on here with business courses versus these courses, which are design related and not really business related. I don't want to confuse people as to what's going on. And it's not really uncommon for some of the more popular business schools to actually have a design element. So, for example, Stanford has D School, which is their design school, and a lot of the other highly ranked business schools, for example, have design-related separate entities, separate schools that often work with their business schools. So, because I do have this combination of those skills, the business skills and the technical skills with the design skills, that's all coming through in this website, but I don't want it to get too jumbled and to cross over too much. It's a business school primarily, and the technical and design aspects of my skill set are going to kind of lay in this area called the Bitesize Design School. So that's what's coming down the road, and I would suggest if you want to stay in touch with me to just sign up here. And that will put you on the main Bitesize Business School mailing list. And if you, my blog is here if you want to read some of the latest things that I have posted on it. But I'll update my list. You'll get updates with new videocast as well whenever they come out if you're on this main Bite-Sized Business School list. One other thing I did as well is I moved from MailChimp to Aweber. And there's a lot of debate, MailChimp versus Aweber. Here's why I did it. I did it because Aweber is market-oriented, I believe. So again, there's this efficiency of tools. There's this efficiency of time with Aweber versus what goes on with MailChimp. And some of the things I can do is, like I was saying earlier, where people sign up on the free Photoshop list, then they buy the course, they roll on to the Photoshop member list. That's automated inside of Aweber. And to do it in MailChimp will require more work. Also in Aweber, I've got several lists. I can pick the list I want to send a broadcast to. In MailChimp, you can't do that without having to go through some third-party, I guess it's called a plugin or component, but it's more work. Aweber, it's already there, so there's an efficiency of tools. Aweber, I believe also, it's a lot easier to design emails. So if you don't want just plain text, I think they have a great editor with some drag and drop features. It's really nice. They've got excellent support. You can call them up. I didn't think MailChimp had the best support, but then again, I was on the free account. But those are some reasons why I went to Aweber, just to get the efficiency of use, to save time. It is market-oriented. So anyway, that's pretty much all I have for now, and the next videocast I'll provide some more updates on what I've been doing and where I'm going next, and kind of how the journey is going. So I hope you'll subscribe, and you'll also get my product for validating your product idea, which I think is important and can save yourself a lot of time by being sure you have a valid idea. This is a PDF. It's pretty in-depth. It goes through and tells you how to validate your product idea so that you can then know if it's worth pursuing or not. So I will talk to you next time, and thanks again for watching. Thank you for watching this videocast. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, you can do it directly from the video, or you can go to my channel and click subscribe right here in the top right. And if you want to see previous Bite-Sized Business School videocasts, just go to playlist and you'll see all the different playlists that I have. And then right here is the Bite-Sized Business School videocast. And this is basically an archive of some of the older videocasts if you want to catch up on those. And Bite-Sized Business School is business marketing plus design. So you can see here there's going to be a number of design-related playlists. And also I share a lot of the tools I use, which is productivity tools I use that I find work very well and help me save lots of time. Because when you're basically doing it on your own, these are the kinds of tools that you need to help you get the job done without spending too much time and get a great result. You don't want to get buried down in the details, because that's where you can waste a lot of time. And one final thing, if you want to support this channel, you can click support. This is basically like a tip jar, and you can leave a tip if you would like to do that, and I would certainly appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and I hope that you subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.